A warm welcome to Power BI Basics, a part of Tech Boss program from me, Thangu or Thangishi. This is a part of Tech Boss 365 program to help you become your own boss with the power of technology. These are based on my actual paid trainings in the past, and I'll help you learn over 100 plus important technologies to make your life easy, to make your business easy, and make you feel better with the power of knowledge. Now, before we move on, here is a short testimonial from one of my student who is actually a trainer who really loved my training, who mentioned that I love your training, Thangu, keep it up. Now, what is Power BI? Power BI is a powerful business intelligence. It's an intelligent application to create amazing, stunning reports. You can create insights, you can visualize data, create dashboards and designs in minutes. You can see the data. You have lots of chaos with so much of data now. Now we are loaded with information. And beyond the language, this power of visualization and reports can really help because numbers never lie. These are low code solutions and you do not need coding knowledge to create stunning reports. Why you need Power BI? Because there are probably billions of users for Power BI. There are a lot of groups where it's very active and a lot of people are jumping into Power BI. Even those who don't know are joining. I do not recommend that. It's recommended that only experts do who have experience, and you might be using Power BI soon. If you're a business owner, it's going to be very useful and powerful to create stunning reports. It's also mobile friendly now. If you are an Excel user, you can use Power BI. You can understand what's happening from the data. You have lots of data if you're running a business and you have so much of data, or if you're helping a huge organization, you have so much of data and you want to know what's happening, then Power BI can be very helpful. And it's very fun to use Power BI. There's always something new to learn. So I've seen a lot of active groups where unfortunately there are good and bad. So I would like to share some small funny stories where there are a lot of people from some developing countries where people are just getting selected in Power BI jobs, and they are not even so what during the interview they're just showing the face and there's some expert answering the question and that's how they're getting selected. So this is something I wanted to share. It's really funny. But I why I'm sharing this is because it's very critical. These applications are very critical, which can run the world well. So if you are choosing Power BI, I really hope that genuine users watch this video. This is not for such kind of people who want to showcase others' work and get credit or money. This is for genuine learners who want to use the technology and get benefit either to upskill yourself or to help improve your business. Coming to Power BI history, it was created by Thierry Dehers and Amir Nets from Microsoft from the SQL team. And it was started in 2010, Project Crescent, and later 2013 became part of Office 365. Even now, it's part of Microsoft 365. You have both desktop and online cloud version. And 2015, it became public, and DataZen was acquired to have more visualization features, to have more powerful insights and dashboards. What are the benefits of Power BI? You can create reports very quickly. If you have coding knowledge and if you are a coder, it might take a lot of time. I prefer coding, though it takes a long time, it's a long term solution. But if you need a quick solution, and so based on your budget and based on the resources you have, you might have to choose Power BI sometimes. So that time it's very fast. You can create reports very quickly. You can share the reports to others, and you have simple answers to complex questions. So I will show you a demo to understand that. And Power BI is very easy to learn. And of course, I'm making it more simplified here to help you understand Power BI. There is lots and lots of tutorials and lots of blogs available. It's very easy to learn. Of course, even if you have tons of knowledge, I am trying to just pick out the best. And from my own 15 years of experience, I'll be sharing some insights for you to develop stunning reports, irrespective of the technology. And Power BI it offers both desktop and cloud solution, and it's also mobile friendly. It's very simple to create reports and very fast. So coming to the types, you have a free version, you have a pro version, I have a premium version. So the premium version can be for organizations, $5,000 a month. Pro version is $10 per user, and free version is for small individuals or small business owners. So if you have your own Microsoft 365 account, you can really practice Power BI. You can even practice with the free version of Power BI. So coming to the features, so the charts. So actually speaking, no, if you know Excel, it's more than enough. Like in Excel, you have all the charts, different types of charts you can have, the same things you can do in Power BI. Next, you have powerful filters in Power BI. So the question feature is fantastic where you really don't have to. So imagine like nowadays when you search for Google, the AI feature is so good that based on your searches in Google or YouTube, you're getting the content. So based on what you do, based on that, the data is shown. Based on what you search for, the results are shown. So like that, the intelligence is taking over, and you can. It's a very you have simple answers to complex questions, and you have range of data source. You can have a simple data source from a table or Excel or JSON or many data source is allowed in Power BI, and you can show the data beautifully in types, different regions types, and you have simple Excel like functions called DAX functions, which is slowly growing. It's around 300 functions now. So if you are comfortable with Excel like functions, that type of coding also you can do. So from my years of experience, don't waste your time doing complex charts. So many times it's the CEO who needs to understand what's going on in the organization, so you mostly create it for that. So keep it simple, and don't have too many data there. Just have a simple chart is more than enough to understand visually what's going on. And uh, and the numbers matter. So I had used some things called KPI indicators, like nice green color for success, red color for warning, yellow color for improvement. So to show the progress of your projects, or to show visually what's happening to the owner. uh, so that's what really happens behind the scenes for such reporting applications. So we look at some demo to understand. So it's always a good practice to start with something which is already there. So let's look at some nice uh, existing templates. So this is to help you understand what Power BI looks like, what is the dashboard. So in case if you are new, so look at the amount of rich data it can showcase. So it's just a simple productivity tips. So the beauty is it shows the numbers, it shows the icons, and 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 on clicking it you can take more action. For example, this is a nice tip for time boxing, and on clicking it it can take to more actions. So so let's just so this is a beautiful uh, Power BI dashboard. So if you want to start again, we can click refresh, and we can have so links to web pages, and we can show charts, we can showcase numbers, and it's very simple yet powerful. So here is an other report. So we have data, and based on that we have some visual representation. So for example, who has the highest income, which region, and based on the region we are gathering some data, and and what is the assets, pension, and like these type of requirements are really I've come across in government organizations. For example, in Africa also they are interested in charts, and sometimes they use simple Excel. And coming to that Excel, initially Power BI was nothing but the Power Pivot and those things you see in Excel, right? So that type of charts are also actually used. So nowadays Power BI is advanced version of those Power Pivot and all. It's an extension of that, and you can really create stunning reports and look at the data. The numbers speak a lot. So for the government and all, when they need to track billions of people or millions of people or world over, you need to track the number. Then this can be very helpful to understand what's going on. So let me showcase another uh, feature question about your data. So let's say there is a data called client, and I just search or type client. This particular question box immediately puts the data from the table client. And if I just say sample, let's say sample, it doesn't show anything. So let's type back the client. So this is a data set or data source where it has like the clients, how much they're paying and what is the project. And then based on the data set, I'm showing the pie chart to decide like who is the client whom I need to prioritize. So if somebody is paying $1 million, of course I need to prioritize. There are hundreds of requests coming in, then whom should I prioritize? So these kind of decisions can be made with the power of data. So as a business owner myself, so right now I'm a solopreneur and I'm probably handling hundreds of requests a week, and they're all in my head. And Excel is a real savior for me because when I just put those data in the Excel sheet, it's taken out of my head and it's now in the Excel sheet. So it's in the system. So slowly I'm developing many softwares and I prefer PHP for that, where it's going to be more sophisticated and many things will be automated. But Excel is sometimes more than enough. So even if you're having real life problems and you have so much in your head, I highly recommend that you open your Excel sheet and open your data set. Just create some data. So let's say we want to create a data. So you need to create a data and track. So if you want to track your daily activity, so you can just do a task tracker and you can just you can track your thoughts or you can track your actions, and then you have to find out what you need to do and what you need not to. So there are a lot of things that need to be handled in business. So at the CEO level, there are a lot of actions, a lot of tasks going on. Marketing is going on, work is going on, and so much is in the head. So if you move it to the, even if it's a huge team, no, it's difficult to manage. So hence a report is very crucial to understand what's happening. If you don't know what's happening in your life, it's difficult to solve the problem. So or if you don't know what's happening in your business, it's difficult to solve the problem. So you need to just bring the chaos in your head to organize data in Excel. So whether it's business or life, that's what is happening. And sometimes it can be as simple as tracking your expenses. And the goal is to move your finances to the next level. So that you can start saving and you invest wisely. So let's do a simple Power BI. So data set, we'll just say, let's do some expense tracking. So let's say for the needs for electricity, you have some, let's say the cost for electricity monthly is around, let's say it's around 1,000. And and let's say for the food and vegetables, it's for the food, let's say food and all those things, let's say it's 10,000 or something. And for the business or for your travel, if it's like some thousand, and you can calculate. And for gifts, if you have, let's say you have some 10,000. So you need to first understand how much you need and what is coming in, what is going out. So once you start tracking, so let's try to understand. Let's create a report to understand. Let's say these are called expenses. So I'll just start with a blank report. So this is just a simple example. So we have the fields expense here. So if you now you like, I've given a small data. Suppose if you have hundreds of expenses, and you need to track everything. So if you don't track it, it's difficult. So that you understand what's happening. Whatever is happening in life and business, you must know. You have to track to the minute level, and so that it's all in your control. So when things are not in your control, it's difficult to solve the problem. So to bring things in your control, it's very important to organize the data and understand what's happening. So to understand what's happening visually, so let's take a simple chart. Let's take a bar chart itself, a simple chart. I'm just going to expand it, and I'm just going to add these two columns. So from this, okay, I know that there is some cost with high cost with food and gift. So from next month, I can actually reduce or stop the gifting for some time. So till you feel that you're financially stable and you have enough savings, and you can start making money, or you can start investing in the right thing. So you need to understand what's going on to solve a problem. So let's take this is one example. So you have, this is a manual data source. So like that, you can export the data from various data source also. Let's try to add this ask a question. So this is a beautiful feature of Power BI. So which I showed the demo before. So if it's better to add a new page, and then we'll just add. Okay, for now we'll just add a new page. And over here, so see, it's telling me to find the total. So let's say I'm just going to find total of column 2. So it shows 22K. So I get an exact number of the total expenses, so that like in case like you're currently getting only like 20K. No, you know that you need to get 22K. So you can either invest in something, or you can find a new career, or you can start your side business to get more income. So so you need to understand how much you need to quote for the next time. And similarly, if it's a business, you need to understand what is the cash flow, like how much you're spending for the business, how much the clients are paying, and what is the profit you're making. So these details can be, the numbers can be very crucial to help your life and business grow to the next level. So this is a good, this question box is very beautiful feature of Power BI. So let's see the maximum. So the maximum of column 2 is 10K. So the maximum expense is 10K, and you can try to reduce it or take the necessary action. And you can even have nice icons to take the necessary action. So if you want to just, I'm going to add a new page now, and I'm going to, let's say we are just going to drop the table itself. So if you just simply want to show the table alone, and you can even show the table alone. So this is also possible, and it shows the total. And you have a nice scorecard feature where you can track. For example, if you have a goal, let's say you want to reduce the expenses. Let's say if you have 50K and you want to reduce to 20K, you can have a goal. You can set a goal, and you can track the progress. Either you've reached it or it's at risk. And you can even create a Power Apps flow to automate those things. So there are many tools for visualizing. So we look at the, so let me save it. Let's say I'll save it as demo 3 now. So all these apps you do, reports you do, they are in something called workspace. Just like you are in a location, let's say Canada or USA or India, and similarly, all these reports or works reside in some workspace. This is for cloud, okay? And so these are the goals, and you have different pages. So different pages I've created, and so depending on your needs, you can create different pages. And I wanted to show you the data sets. So the data sets are the data source. So here is so for our demo, we have been creating a simple expense data. So this is for the expense code, where I just created a simple data. And so let's say we have a data set called clients, and you can export or report the data from, you can analyze in Excel also. can be created. So the data source can be a simple table. As of now, I'm just showing the simple tables and all those things. It can also be a simple Excel or it can be JSON. So Excel is one of the most commonly used data source. The data source doesn't it's up to you where you want the data source to be. So the steps are you have to decide the data first. Either it's a table or it's Excel or some XML or JSON. You need to have the data, and then you need to decide the dashboard or how you want to see the data, whether you want to create charts or you want to show the numbers, and what is the report you want to see. That you have to design and then actually start the actual Power BI development. So that was about the cloud version. Now coming to the desktop version, you can download a Power BI desktop version, and it's very similar to the cloud. And so here, if you want to create data, I can just create enter data and create new data source. Let's say Nancy and software, and let's say Alice, and we'll just rename as some client and click. So I've just entered the data now for demo purpose. You can have various data sources from file, from marketplace. So the reason you can uh, get the data from various sources like Excel, SQL Server, text or CSV, and depending on your business. So once you have the data source, you can actually start creating the visuals based on your. So if I want to showcase the data for this clients, I'm just going to remove this, and so it shows that Alice is the top client. So if you have 100 to 1,000 clients, you need to decide which client you need to prioritize and take the right decision. Then you can publish the Power BI to the web. So it's a beautiful feature where you can publish, right? It's slowly improving. It can be embedded on your website now. You can publish to your website, publish to SharePoint, and share it with your colleagues or other people in the world. So coming to the best practices. So when I first started the demo, I showed you some templates. So it's always a good practice to start with templates. If it's a real world project, just start with the template and make changes based on the business need to save time. So templates are very powerful, and keep it simple. So as I mentioned, the 3 steps: first get the data ready in the data set, then draw the diagram of what you want to see in the dashboard, whether it's the charts or the numbers or the scorecard. So what you want to do, you need to decide. After you have got clarity in all those things, then you start the report. So you need to have a lot of research on based on the budget, whether you want to use the paid version, whether it's a small business or an organization, and you really need to. So you must have done a lot of research to understand on why Power BI, and then only you have to first decide the tool, and that's why I'm focusing on 100 plus technologies, and this is one of them. So so based on your business need, you're going to choose the tool which is simple and long lasting, and go ahead. So you saw the demo, and I recommend that you try to create at least a simple chart to help you understand. And once you finish it, if you do the assignment and post it in the comment box, that will be really nice. And there are a lot of opportunities coming in, and whoever is really showing results, I really want to refer them for the right opportunities. So coming to the future, this it's going to be faster page load. So biggest problem right now is it's not really available for external users. So that thing is worked on, and this is going to be available for the not just for intranet, for internet too. And the page load is going to be way faster. So as of now, my personal preference is as of now it's PHP. Of course, it might change later. uh, Simple coding, and the page load is tremendously fast based on the power of the server too. So since there are too many features now, Microsoft 365, there are So when you need just few features, the efficiency will be better. So you need to cut down many features. Now, when you look at Power BI, there are a lot of good features behind the scenes. So hence the performance is being impacted. But otherwise, it's a good product, and slowly in the future, it's going to be way easier. Right now, it's easy to create a report, and slowly it's going to be more easier. And the AI, you saw the question feature where I was just typing client and you could see the client table. And the reports are going to be more simple. It's not going to be so complex, and it's going to be very easy. So thank you so much. You're an awesome visualizer. So if you have understood this Power BI, I really hope you're a genuine learner or a genuine business owner. Then it's for you, and wish you success. So if you're interested in learning, you can be a part of my Thangu Academy, where I'm connecting with probably 50 plus world class trainers in just a few weeks. Many have come to my groups, and if you want to get the help of experts with more than 10 years of experience, then you can just go to thangu.com/TTA, and you can just apply, and you can learn any skill. So learning is a journey. So this Thangu Academy, I really want learning to be a part of your life. So I know there are many mentors whom I have learned from, and they are investing crores or probably million, sorry, um, lots of dollars to just upskill themselves, because the reason we are suffering, reason I was suffering, is because of ignorance. And knowledge can beat the problems with the power of knowledge. We can beat many problems. So I'm getting top trainers who are not just good at technology, life skills, business, and you can choose your trainer, and you can have live or offline or videos or workshops. A lot of work is in progress. So if you're interested to be part of this Thangu Academy, so you can choose the topic like coding, cloud, IoT, soft skill, automation, marketing, software, business, web, mobile, or you can just type your own topics. Just go to thangu.com/TTA. It's free to apply, and you'll get lifetime benefits. Okay. So, and there are free groups like thangu.com/groups. You have both tech and business groups, and you can be part of the groups to get free weekly content. And you can also interact with other similar learners, business experts like you. And beta, thangu.com/beta, you can join if you want to test my products or samples for in exchange for free, in exchange for testimonials. And of course, there are a lot of paid things coming up, so the links will be updated in the description box. So thank you so much, and wish you grand success. I really hope Power BI can power you up. This knowledge can power you up, and things are way easier for you, and life and business is easier for you. Wish you grand success. Take care. Bye bye.